get comfortable with saying no. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Pumi. Please do subscribe. We are back with another video. We are doing a goal chat. It is right because it is the end of the month and we have to, chat a little bit. Today's topic is based on how to be comfortable with yourself. I wanted to base this in every aspect of my life, which is why I am clear faced, no makeup on. I am no nails, no lashes. I am a bald bitch now. I just wanted to come. Okay, wait, my hair is done, but we can exclude that. I don't have to look put together somehow. But yeah, we are here to talk about things that will. We are healing. Today is all about healing. We talked about relationships and everything related to it and what we want for our future. Now we are gonna talk about how to prepare for that. And by doing that is being comfortable with being by yourself or being comfortable in your own skin. And I know what I'm saying today will be actually even last time on our last goal chat, what I said was from the heart, like how today is it's things that I have experienced, things that I feel and believe in. So if y'all don't, put your opinions on my comments. And we'll help each other, we'll heal together and whatnot. So yeah, if you're keen on watching this video, let's get started. Our first topic will not our first topic. Yeah, our first subtopic is gonna be based on not feeling good enough. And I wanted to start off with that because by becoming comfortable with yourself, you need to feel good enough. And there are a lot of I don't know how to put this. Okay, let me base this on me. I have always, well, I'm getting better at it now, but before I always felt like I wasn't smart enough or wasn't pretty enough or wasn't athletic enough or didn't sing better enough. So I would be extra just to feel like I fit in and whatnot, and that was so hard trying to fit in when deep inside you don't feel good enough or even just enough for people to accept you is so hard. And I had to learn that the hard way, that not everyone is gonna like you, not everything, you're not perfect in everything. Sometimes you're good at things, sometimes you're not, and that makes you you, and being you is being enough. And I found that very hard to believe in back in high school, back in my uni first year, second year, I believe I'd say. And I would project my feelings out on people. Like I wouldn't make friends or I wouldn't talk to people because I felt like I wasn't good enough to be their friend. I wasn't good enough to lead a presentation because I felt like I wasn't smart enough. I felt like in every test or assessment that I did, I was gonna fail because I always thought that I wasn't like smart. And it was a very hard thing to digest and just accept that sometimes you're not good at things, and not being perfect is fine. And it's you are you because God created you, and you are good, and you are enough, and together you're enough. That's a dumb way to explain this, but it carries on to my second topic, which is bad mouthing yourself. Because when you feel like you're not good enough, you bad mouth yourself. I used to do this a lot. I would look in the mirror and point out things that I didn't like about myself, or even if when I write on my diary, like I would say, oh, I didn't achieve this and this and that because I'm not this and that. And that was so bad because self-sabotage is the worst way of coping with any type of thing, any type of mental problems, not even a problem, illness, mental illness. Because I was depressed for a couple of years. And it wasn't like a thing that people saw, because in public I would smile and I'd laugh and I'd joke around and I'd talk when people are talking to me. But in private I would cry, I would badmouth myself, I would criticize myself. And that is just like the worst thing to ever do to yourself. So be kind to yourself, because like I said, not everyone's perfect. You are not perfect to everyone, but to God you are. you are his child and he created you for a reason, and it's just you have to grow out of it. I'm not saying it in a insensitive way, like just grow out of it, because it's kind of hard for some people. I remember when I was at my worst ever, and I was like really depressed and anxious, and I would I, I would also add suicidal to it. Not everyone knows this. I mean, I talk about it here and there with my mom sometimes and my sister, but it's not like a deep conversation where we explain why we felt that way. And I still don't know why I felt that way. Why I know things that led me to feel that way, but I think I need a professional. I always say this, that I need to see a therapist. I do feel like therapy would, it's one of the biggest things that I wanna do in life. I really wanna get therapy and heal from anything, because I do try um, self meditation, diary entry journaling. I do words of affirmation to myself. I don't do it all the time, but whenever I can, I make it a point that I do it. I also do this thing. Outside people might feel like I'm doing it just to, you know, because I feel like I'm better than everyone. But it's, telling yourself that you're pretty all the time, complimenting yourself. I do that all the time. And I also used Instagram as a way of verification, which is bad, I know. But every picture I post or video thing that I do on my social medias, I used that as a, okay, I'm not that bad, or okay, maybe I am pretty, or even if like I do a silly joke, I'm like, oh, maybe that I'm funny. Or if I my outfit, I like post get readies with me's, or try holes, and I'm like, okay, people like my style. I use that as a verification, that say, okay, I am good at what I do, or I'm pretty, or I am at least making someone else feel better, which is why I started these girls talks. Sorry guys, I need a water break. Also, I got this bottle. It's like a 200 milliliters or 2 liters bottle. It has, things that you should do on time, like rise and shine. Let's get started. Remember your goal. Keep it up. Halfway there. You can do this. Don't quit now. All in a day's work. I love this. This is so motivating. And it's like almost 2, and I'm still at 1 p.m. Anyway, that was off topic. But yeah, I used to use it as a way of um ego boosting myself, or confident boosting myself, because sometimes you just need a like or a compliment on your comments to feel better about yourself. And that is what I used my social medias for back then. But now I'm okay. Even when I do get a bad comment on something or a weird thing, obviously some of you won't see it because I would block and delete it. But sometimes I'm like, okay, so if I take bad comments better than I think I used to do, because I remember this one time I had this bad comments, and I don't even think it was a bad comment. I think it was more of like I didn't understand what the person was trying to say, and I went overboard. I literally sent it to my friend Palisa. I showed my sister. I called Palisa. We had a whole discussion, me, Palisa, and my sister, about it, and they were like, "Dude, it's not that bad of a deal. It's not a big of a deal." And I was like, what? This is like the worst comment I've ever heard. Like, I was like almost in tears. I went to my mom. I was like, I got my first bad comment. I have a hater. I was like in tears. And I was like, it wasn't even that big of a deal. But I took it too hard, because at the time, I was still going through it, and still bad mouthing myself, still feeling like I'm not good enough. Um, that added to stress. My worst experience with depression, anxiety, stress, and whatnot was, I'm gonna say, my matric year was the first biggest one. I did not have an appetite. I didn't want to talk to people. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends that year, and it's sad because when I see them now, I feel like I don't even know how to. Because you grow and you become a different person. Who I was in high school, in primary school, in uni is not the same person I am now. I have different goals, a different way of living and seeing life than what I was before. So now that I have grown from that my past me, I don't even know how to even like communicate it, or I think they saw that I was changing and that I was going through it, and they accepted it. And me drifting apart was like there, and them not asking why, was them understanding that it was time to move on, and that all happened because I was stressed, depressed, and anxious the whole time, and I wasn't communicating it with the people who wanted better for me, which is so wrong. If you have a support system and they want the best for you and they always there for you, when they see you drift and they ask you, are you okay, I think, in my opinion, tell them what you're going through, because going through it alone is the worst thing ever. It's literally the worst thing ever. So I lost weight my metric year. I lost friends. I was very sad for a while. And then uni was my first year. I did a complete personality switch. I became a total different person. I was talking to everyone and anyone, was making friends. I was going to social events and whatnot. And then I did that for, I think, a whole semester. Yeah, I did that for a whole semester. I was really trying to push my boundaries and just get out of my comfort zone, which I think helped because it helped me see life again differently. I was able to experience some sort of like uni life, and I was like excited for it. Then second semester I was depressed again. but I but I think it was better that way because well, not better that way. I think I got over it then better than I did in my matric year because I wasn't starving myself. I was eating, I was working out. I used working out a lot as a way to get out of stress. I used YouTube as a way of stress relieving. If you have been following me since 2019, love you guys. Because that's when I started my channel and I was, yeah, going through it. Stress, guys, stress. Anyway, over time, you get over personality changes, you get over losing friends, you get over depression and whatnot. Um, it's hard, but I think being in tune with yourself, being accepting yourself when you're alone, that's another thing. When I started losing friends and starting started closing off and being by myself, I was able to learn myself better. Is that even a thing? Learn yourself. Get to know myself. Is that even, yeah, I started getting to know myself better. Yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to say. I started loving myself better. Being alone was not that bad anymore. I was able to be in my own presence and vibe by myself and be okay and be happy. I'm literally my most happiest sometimes when I'm in my room on my own doing nothing but watching YouTube videos or TikToks or Instagram or editing a video or doing an assignment. I and just vibing it out with like music playing, my essence lit, and the room is nice and like warm and you can smell the essence around, or if it's that like that's when I'm my most happiest sometimes, because sometimes just being around people and not and being lonely is like the worst feeling ever, because that was me. I would be in a group of people and still feel like I'm alone or lonely or just an outcast, and I didn't want that for myself. So I had to cut my group short, and my circle is smaller than it's ever been. And I love that because me and my friends understand each other. We understand that we need our space. We don't. Another thing is, some people think that when you are alone, you have to talk to people all the time. Me and my friends don't call each other all the time. We don't talk all the time, but when we do, it's like the best conversation, and we know when to like step back. We know when to comfort each other. It's like I want that type of friendship, and just being comfortable around the people you love and trust, and being able to communicate with them. Communication is so good when you have like honest friends that want to build you and not break you down. So, and I think, pick your friends, guys. Anyway, I want to end off this video like how I will be ending of all my videos, by giving advice to you guys. My first one would be become selfish, and I'm saying become selfish because some people just want to take advantage of you. People will not will have a hard time manipulating you, will have a hard time controlling you or taking advantage of you if you are selfish with yourself, selfish with your time, selfish with your love, selfish with your presence, selfish with your honesty. You know, be selfish with yourself and do not give everyone your all and give yourself nothing. That is just, I advise you not to do that. Get comfortable with saying no. This resonates with the first one. Saying no is like the best thing that I've ever experienced in my entire life, because I was such a people pleaser. Like, if someone would ask for anything, I'd say yes, even if I knew that it wasn't making me feel comfortable. I wasn't comfortable with it, or agreed with what they're saying, or was able to do whatever they wanted to do. You know, I don't know. Like, if they wanted to go to a party or what, I don't know, like anything, whatever it is, just saying no is like the best way of being selfish, of taking care of yourself. It's literally the best thing ever. And I used to have a hard time saying no, but now I say it like it's my favorite word. If I don't feel comfortable, no. If I don't like you, no. If I don't want to talk to you, no. I literally, it's my favorite word, so it should be you guys' favorite word. Take care of yourself and your mental health. Journal. What else? Love yourself, hug yourself, say some words of affirmation. You are beautiful, you are smart, you everyone loves you. I love you, and um I cannot wait to see you guys on my next video. If this was a bit of help, if we are therapizing together, comment down below and tell me. I cannot wait to see you on my next video. I love you guys so much.